go to the rescue squad. I'm gonna move Josh up because he's got an outside person that's logging in at 3:30 and yelling at him. So I know Corey gets long-winded.
You got the hot in here, so I'm gonna be. To go into a little detail on what Josh will be presenting here. Mass notification in the county we've had for years and years. It's paid for out of my department. 911 manages it. We're looking at integrating iPaws into it where it activates everybody's cell phone. So Josh will be presenting a vendor here, but that's how we play into it as far as government. It's paid for out of my budget.
Is that the system where we got the alerts on the tornado that was like 45 minutes late?
That is correct, and we've addressed that with them, but we don't feel satisfied with the results that we've had with that. I also received one that was late as well, so the timestamps on all of them were incorrect too. This is basically a different vendor.
So guys, this is Andrew with Rave Alert. So again, we're looking at trying to move away from outreach. Rave Alert is a similar program. This system, just to let you know, this system is capable of a lot of different things, but in perspective of what EMA and 911 is looking at trying to accomplish, the main thing is eyeballs alerts, which is a federal alerting system that doesn't necessarily mean anyone has to be signed up for it. It's kind of like your Amber Alerts and things like that that you receive. 911 can actually push these alerts out, and they can actually trigger by polygon the areas or countywide, whatever that is, and get these messages out to the citizens. Now they can also sign up through Smart 911, which is part of the package here too. It's free for the citizens to sign up through that, and they will get weather alerts as well as other notifications that we through the county may send out. And that can be in the form of road closures, a severe traffic accident in certain locations. We may not necessarily want to push that out through iPaws, but we can send that notification out to the citizens. One thing I do like about the Smart 911 system, if they sign up for those alerts, they can also be notified if they're in an area that also carries this software as well. So I think Greene County is actually going to, so for example, if I sign up for Smart 911, I'm going through Greene County, I can receive the alerts in that area, and as well as any alerts for road closures, that type of thing. So if you don't have any questions right off for me, I'll let Andrew get to this. Do you have any volume?
You need to escape up to your Apple on the left hand, upper left. Just hit escape first. You need to get to your menu and get your sound through. There you go.
System settings?
Yeah, system settings. And sound, you're going to drop it down to HDMI. I can't see it, so I can't help it.
Top on Samsung.
Samsung, top one.
Top.
There we go.
All right.
Thank you, Josh.
There you go. Now we're on.
All right, Andrew.
Next.
Here.
Okay, I appreciate it. Josh, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How much time do you think I'll have to present to your team there, Roger?
What do you need, Andrew?
I can keep it to 20 minutes. Does that sound appropriate here for the board
20
meeting?
or less, yeah, that'd be great.
No problem at all. So I do appreciate your time here. My name is Andrew Gutteridge. I've been here with Rave Mobile Safety for almost 15 years now. Rave is a leader in the emergency notification system space. So much so that at the tail end of last year, 2022, we were acquired by Motorola. And the solution here, Regular, is that emergency notification system. Can replace what you're using HyperReach for today, provide to you a whole lot of other capabilities as well. The system is very easy to use. You can access this from your work, from your home, from a tablet or a smartphone. In as little as 3 clicks of a mouse, you'll be able to send a message off to everybody who signed up online for the service, or to send off an iPod's message, or to communicate to your teams internally. Everything is formatted for your mobile devices. It's just as easy to send a message on that mobile device as if you were logging into your computer and sending something from your workstation. We do make this system easy to use. We want you to use this system for any solution that may be out there. An easy to use system means that there's probably going to be fewer mistakes. There are training modes in here. We can probably get you, your administrators, able to send off an alert in as little as 20 minutes. Training time, getting comfortable with the system. Again, you'll have unlimited emergency messaging. We've provided to you a large bucket of non-emergency messages as well. Unlimited number of administrators. Any county agency has the ability to have their own administrators, the sheriff's office, the animal control office, the county board. You can all have your own groups and administrators and be able to communicate via text, email, and voice calls utilizing the Rave Alert system. Couple of nice components that are included here include a system known as Conference Blast. This allows you to use a conference bridge number, an access phone number that you already are utilizing, and then in the event of an emergency, and I see SWAT teams, dive teams, EOCs, IT departments utilizing this feature. You essentially use this Conference Blast feature, select a group that you need to have together onto that conference call, and Rave will use that conference bridge number as a dialing mechanism. So it'll dial up all of your team members at once. There's no need to remember the dial-in code or the access code or the time that that meeting starts. You dial up utilizing that Conference Blast. It will call up all of your participants, ring their phones. It's as if the conference bridge is calling you. Makes it faster and easier to get everybody together onto a conference call. People can reply via text, via email. There's polling functionality in here as well. So if you wanted to send a poll question off to the board, you've got a potential board meeting here during the week of Christmas. You want to send off a quick message to those individuals that are part of the board meeting. Do we want to hold this meeting or push it off until January? Yes or no? Location can also be included in any of these responses as well, via text, via phone calls, so that that location information would also be available for your team members. Internal use, again, any county agency has the ability to have their own administrators. We do understand that all administrators may not necessarily be created equal, however. So it does give you the ability to provide rights and privileges through our role-based access control for each of those administrators. So the animal control officers in the county may not have the ability to have view into the contact information for the sheriff's deputies. They may not be able to update the county emergency management Facebook page, or to be able to blast messages off to the entire county. Perhaps that county animal control officer would only have the ability to communicate with his own department. Essentially, each administrator has the rights and privileges that you want them to have. It's entirely configurable. Now, we'll put people into the system in a few different ways. We'll give you the ability to provide a portal. We'll create this portal for you, provide you the link. You can advertise that on your social media throughout the county and allow people to sign up via email, via provide an email and a username and password. When they do create those accounts, they can provide 3 landline phones, 3 mobile phones, and 3 email addresses per account, so that they can be alerted in a number of different ways. Optionally, there is an app that can be downloaded. This is also included. They can download this app onto their smartphones and have the same functionality to register their information and also choose the types of alerts that they want to receive. Perhaps they want to receive anything from law enforcement via text, email, and voice calls, anything from EMA via text and voice, and for the animal control officer, just email. Also provided are a couple of these text to opt-in keywords. This makes it very easy for the public to sign up for these notification systems. Simply sending a text with a specific keyword that's unique to Hawkins County in the RAVE universe. They simply send, as an example, Hawkins Alert to one of our short codes, and now they've raised their hand, identified that device as being able to receive those text messages. So those text messages can be sent off. Josh, I believe I've also indicated that we will load up your local landline database, your local cell phone database as well.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. So a couple of optional components here. One is an access and functional needs registry. This is optional. It allows people to put in information about themselves, rescue needs, disabilities, reliance on electricity for a medical device. They could also indicate if they're a first responder or if they have livestock. I was in Indiana recently at a state conference, and one of our customers said, yeah, we use this RAVE facility component because we do have cattle that get out of their pens and their confines from time to time, and it's a quick and easy way to send a message to all of those livestock owners. Go out and do a head count. Targeted alerts. Essentially, you can choose the area that you're looking to communicate with, choose the type of criteria. If you're looking for people that require electricity for even a specific type of medical device, a kidney dialysis machine, anybody that has filled out that portal and put in that information would pop up on your list, and then you can quickly send an alert off to those individuals. This is a multimodal tool. So from one central portal, you'll be able to send off text, emails, voice calls. You can update messages to that app, update all of your social media accounts, be they Twitter or Facebook, activate your iPods notifications, which are a FEMA regulated component. Also integrate to anything that may be Common Alerting Protocol, which is a software interface language, so things like digital signage, roadside signs, PA systems potentially may be CAP enabled, and if they are, we'd be able to integrate to those devices and push a message across it. Weather alerts are also included here, direct from the National Weather Service. They can come directly from the National Weather Service and push off to the public. Secondly, they can come from the National Weather Service, make a quick stop at the Hawkins County EMA office, and then shoot off to the public with a Hawkins County tagline. Or finally, they can come from the National Weather Service and sit on the desk at the EMA office and wait to be pushed off. It's up to you. All configurable. This RAVE alert system, this is public safety grade. There's no one single point of failure. It's a completely redundant system. RAVE has been doing this for years and years. We probably have the fastest delivery of text messages in the system. We just did a test in San Diego earlier this week where we sent out over 1 million text messages and 98% of them were delivered in under 5 minutes. Completely redundant system. We utilize the emergency text message channel. We have multiple data centers, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. multiple calling centers, what have you. I'll switch off and show you what that portal looks like real quick. And any questions here at the moment?
We're all good.
Okay, bear with me here. So I'm going to log in here. Hopefully you can all see this emergency management page. And this is the portal. I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to send a message. So I'm going to log into the system. I've logged into the system here, and you'll see that there's a number of templates. These templates are something that you would create on your own. You go ahead and create these to use, sometime in the future, so they don't need to be created on the fly. Maybe you've got a boil water update. You want to select that message. You can simply, hit continue and hit send. And within a second or two, that message is sent off to whatever team that you had completely built that message up for. Here comes my voice call.
Grace County Alert Test Update on Boil Water Status. Grace County Alert.
So that's the text-to-speech voice. You are also able to record your own messages so that you can have a friendly voice announcing these updates. Those can all be saved and stored. To create a new message or a template, simple process again. 3-step process. First step is to give that alert a name. Here we go. We'll use this Hawkins County, Indiana, Hawkins County, Tennessee. Test message, and we'll give this alert here a name here. Severe weather approaching the area. Stay inside. Stay safe and dry. Test message. Urgent. So there we go. That's my short message. Short messages are for text messages and for Twitter messages. They're limited to 160 characters. If you need to send a message that's longer than that, it would appear as a little bit link. I'm sure we've all received those messages. You click on that bit link and it'll bring you to a web page with the entire message. Long messages, you've got a lot more real estate, up to 10,000 characters. Those are for emails and voice calls and social media. And there we go. We can add in whatever other information I choose to. Once that message has been completed, I select the modes that I want this message to be delivered in. Text message gets that short message format. Email gets that long message format. Voice calls automatically default to text-to-speech, but you can review that recording and record your own voice message. It's just as easy as recording a voice message on your office phone line or your mobile phone. The system can actually dial you up as well. Just select, when you log into the system, it will ask you if you want the Rave system to dial you at this specific number. You hit yes, and within a few seconds you'll get a phone call from the Rave system asking you to update that voice message. You can also control your caller IDs so the different departments can distinguish amongst themselves. This is where you would update that conference blast component. You can update anything with an RSS feed, so typically your websites. You can update your EMA or your sheriff's office web pages with that important message. Your social medias, your Twitters, perhaps you have multiple Facebook pages or Twitter pages. You can update all of those. Optionally, there is a component here for desktop notifications. This would be for your internal and county employees that could push a message off to their desktops. PAP is again common alerting protocol. You can update roadside signs, provided that they are also CAP integrated, and then your iPods as well. So again, with role-based access control, not everybody, not every administrator may have access to each and every one of these different modules, but you can pick and choose who gets access to each of those. The final step is to determine who you want that message to be sent to. So we do provide to you unlimited number of lists or groups that you can create. When you're loading up perhaps your internal employees, you can include up to 37 different points of data and then choose and build those lists off based upon whatever criteria that you're looking for. You can also add in individuals here. The messages, when they are sent off, will automatically go through a dedupe process, so you won't receive multiple messages, even if you're listed on multiple groups or lists. And then the final step here, you can save and store shape files or boundary files. Here's our RAVE headquarters just outside of Boston here in Framingham, Massachusetts. But perhaps you also want to put in a zip code. What's your zip code out there again, please?
37857.
37855. Gotcha. Rogersville. And here we go. We can zoom out here. I can create a radius around this area. I can also put in multiple shape files or boundary files for this one location. But if everything looks good, and that's the area and the groups that I want to notify, I hit save. And area description. We can update that. Now you'll see that I have 3 green numbers. I can continue to send that message. I can schedule it for a future date and time to be delivered, or I can save it as a template. I'm just going to hit continue here. Brings me to this confirmation page. This is the last page that I'll see before that message is delivered. I'm going to go ahead and hit send. Within a few seconds, I'm given a notification that that message has been sent. So I don't accidentally hit that button again thinking that I didn't get that message off. Here comes that voice call.
RC alert. Hawkins County test message. Severe weather approaching the area. Stay inside. Stay safe and dry. Test message only. Urgent. Thanks for your time today. I appreciate the opportunity to earn your business.
So
RC alert.
that's the text-to-speech voice. RAVE Mobile Safety is, again, as I indicated here at the top of the call, one of the leaders in the emergency notification space. We have close to 100% customer retention. Our customers love the fact, the ease of use of our system, the reliability of it. Our customer service is second to none, and we're constantly listening to our customers and upgrading our technology so that we try to be the leader in the industry as we have been. So, Josh, that's really it from my side, unless you feel I missed something that is critical.
No, sir. Does anyone have any questions for Andrew? Andrew, I appreciate your time.
We appreciate it, Andrew. This is
Very good. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you to all, and stay safe. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you again, Andrew. I'll be in touch.
Take care. Bye.
Jen, you said we need a replacement for what we have.
We're up to the point of renewing it, yes. We'd have to terminate the contract with the companies, and I feel like they've been held up. There is an obligation, obviously, with these delays. We followed suit with what several other counties were using. I've voiced the concern with them as well. I know if we've got a problem here, they've probably got one as well. But I feel like this is the best value solution. We looked at it Josh has looked at, and Lynn have looked at several solutions. I feel like this is the best value, and it's within our budget.
Yeah, there's also one other company that we was looking for that was definitely outside of our budget, but from the research that I've done as well, it looks like this solution is actually coming in and gaining some of that company's business as well. So this is a new leader in the industry, I think, that's rising up and is actually taking some of their customer away.
It's something I've talked to Jackie about for a long time, and there's so many uses for it: school closings, road hazards, weather, you know, all the stuff you talked about. And if it's comparable price-wise and within the budget, you know, I would say we need to take a serious look at it.
This one's just under 10,000, and the competitor Josh talked about was just under 30,000. So, like I said, I feel like the features of this one would fit our needs.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Where's it at with what we have now?
As far as price,
Yes.
it's almost the same price. It's within just a couple $100.
Are other counties in our area using this?
There's actually very few using this one, but on a not regional, but a United States platform, it seems like they have a good hold in some larger markets as well. So I feel like what happened with the company we had before is I feel like they outgrew the size of their company so quickly, they weren't able to keep their servers up to speed to get those messages pushed out. Did they say that they delivered all of them within like 5 minutes or something in a large market? So
98% within
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
What would the contract be, year to year, or?
It's always a yearly contract. You are welcome to recommend, but we've got everything budgeted that we need on. We just wanted to make you all aware of what was, this was coming up, and that this was something we were going to be able to deploy out to the citizens to give them a better service for basically the same amount of money.
I guess what we're asking is,
Yeah.
does anybody on the committee have any objections to
Yeah.
us moving forward?
Just so the citizens are aware, so if I heard it correctly, so 911 can send out a mass text for a need-to-know emergency. And everybody else.
There's unlimited departments that can send out to certain groups. It's just all configurable.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, if we have an active tornado alert, then they can send out one text for everybody, and then the citizen, if they so choose, could go in and sign up for free for whatever other alert.
Correct. Right now what we have has weather alerts included with it. We've used it on several large-scale emergencies. The one life-threatening scenario we used it on was the cold weather during the wintertime. We pushed out to county-wide everybody that signed up some messages about what to prepare for during those road outages and stuff like that. If they'd signed up, hopefully they all received those. About 25,000 signups is about what we had in the old system. We pulled most of that data from different areas, and we don't know how accurate that was. Their ability to put accurate data in their system is better, so I feel like it's nothing but improvements, but we're already, like I say, we're already using this style system and have for a couple of years pretty regularly. At least once every 3 months, we're pushing something out to a pretty large group. Average on a search, we usually do about 3 miles around the last known location, just for people to pay attention on their property for animal behavior, figure dogs barking, stuff like that. We do that on almost every search now.
Now, on those grids, does someone have to be signed up to receive that message, or is it geo-based off the location services on their phone?
Are you talking about as far as
Whether or not they receive the message?
the normal sign-ups you sign up for on your phone, that goes off of the location that you signed up for on your phone, unless you have the app downloaded, if I'm not mistaken. I think it uses GPS coordinates, so it would use your home location typically for those alerts. When you start getting into iPaws, it's all GPS coordinated off your phone. We noticed a large difference between the wildfires in Sevier County from the first one to the second one, because they had that type system activated by the second large wildfire over there. So we were coming into the area with no signups at all in that county, and all of us were receiving their their iPods alert. So really from both directions, depending on the type of alert it is and the way your phone's receiving that alert.
And to follow that up as well, like, so if I'm a citizen and I sign up for the alerts, again, it'll either do geographical location by your GPS on your phone or whatever address that you put in, like Jamie mentioned, but you may not receive just a standard message that we see. Only the iPause messages, like the Amber alerts, will you receive if you've not signed up.
Another thing too, we have to find the happy balance of where people doesn't turn this off on their phone, which we're looking at different ways that they can prioritize their messages if they want to receive everything or higher, lower level alerts on while you're working.
Well, when you opt in, you can opt in for certain things
Yeah.
and certain methods.
Yeah.
So,
And I think initially he didn't bring that up, but I know he brought it up as we talked to him about it, this deal here.
And for the iPods, for example, where it's a federal program, you have to be certified as an agency through the 911 system, and each of the individuals that sends these messages out has to go through the FEMA course and actually pass their test, which is a pretty rigorous test, to be able to even access and send these iPods messages out. So not just anyone can do this.
All right, anybody got any other questions? I hate to cut everybody off.
yeah, sorry it took so much time. It's been something we've been working on for a while, and just wanted you all to be aware of it.
And we're already paying for a system
Yeah.
now and similar, so.
It's all on the level.
Unless anybody on the committee have any objections to things moving forward. All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
All right, George, and I will work on that, because I'll be honest with you, they've been doing a whole lot on getting all this together for us.